my friends are working in the call centers. Oh my God, this really is the end. But at least they can still meet for the football down the pub on a Friday night again. And the mothers take their children to the playground, just like theirs did on their own when they were small. And they come home and they sit and watch the same shows. Isn't that what it's all about after all? In my hometown, it isn't quite heaven, but it's close. They say don't let it drag you down, but don't you ever leave it. It's a place you can never leave, but a place you can't stay. See the tower blocks and neon of the city, reflected in the river and the rain. See the people and the streets and all their stories, and the secret things that you can never say. Like how every boy who ever bought a train set grows up to dream of leaving on the line. And every girl who ever had a doll's house grows up to dream of a better life. In my hometown, it isn't quite heaven, but it's close. They say don't let it drag you down, but don't you ever leave. It's a place you can never leave, but a place you can't stay. They close the shops down one by one, keep the betting shops and bars, keep the rich man up in Whitehall, keep the council flats and cars. Sitting on a streetcar, hoping that I won't be late. I look out the window and I wonder what they're all about. I'm seeing faces passing by and no one stops to say hello. Guess I'm the only one who knows that there ain't no doubt. Lying in a hotel, trying to get a little rest. I hear my neighbors fighting and I wonder what it's all about. They keep on screaming and I hope that it don't go on too long. Guess I'm the only one who knows that there ain't no doubt. Ain't that the way it may go? walking on the city street, you see all kinds of crazy sights. You look in the windows and you wonder what they're all about. They're seeing all the things that go on in their everyday life. I guess you're the only one who knows that there ain't no doubt. Ain't that the way it goes? Oh, no, no, no. Ain't that the way it goes? No, no. Ain't that the way it goes? Oh, no, no, no. Ain't that the way it goes? No, no. Ain't that the way it goes? Oh, no, no, no. We're working at a factory just to earn a little pay. You work from 9 to 5 and then you go back home to sleep. You wanna get a better job and try to get ahead someday. I guess you're the ain't no one knows something ain't go down. Working at a factory to set my Earl in a plate, and nothing round to 5 the minute they go back home to say. You wanna get a better job and try to get ahead someday. I guess you're the only one who knows that there ain't no doubt. I was born and raised in a no-name town. It was one red light and some dusty ground, and a whole lot of nothing going on. But I was 18 and I needed out. When I looked in the rear view, I knew without a doubt I was leaving and I was gone. But I still go back there sometimes, where the memories of you are alive. And I remember driving those old back roads and holding your hand with the radio playing that song that you loved in the cab of my Chevrolet pickup truck, watching that moon rise in your eyes underneath the North Carolina sky. And I never knew that I'd miss you now, but I guess that's my hometown. I spent the last 6 months in this bar, drinking whiskey and wondering where you are and what you do in these days. I bet you went back there to settle down, that one red light, no-name town, and maybe that's okay. But I still go back there sometimes, where the memories of you are alive. And I remember driving those old back roads and holding your hand with the radio playing that song that you loved in the cab of my Chevrolet pickup truck, and watching that moon rise in your eyes underneath the North Carolina sky. And I never knew that I'd miss you now, but I guess that's my hometown. I remember driving those old back roads and holding your hand with the radio playing that song that you loved in the cab of my Chevrolet pickup truck, and watching that moon rise in your eyes underneath I guess that's my hometown. I remember that when I was little, they told me that money wasn't everything. They lied to me, money is everything. I wish it weren't true, but it is. The other day, I was walking on 6th Street, and I saw a homeless guy holding a sign. The sign said, I bet you can't hit me with a quarter. I was at the bar the other night, and I met a guy. He asked me if I was from around here. I said, yeah, I grew up around here. He said, I grew up here too. And I said, where? And he said, Richmond Hill. And I said, that's not around here. And he said, yes it is. And I said, no, it's not. I went to Richland Hills once. It was terrible. There was this kid who lived down the street from me. He told me he went to Richland Hills once, and it was terrible. And I believed him. And then I went there, and he was right. It was terrible. I've been going out a lot lately, and I've been seeing a lot of people. I've been seeing a lot of people with sleeve tattoos, and that's fine if that's what you wanna do. Go ahead, it's not my body, I don't care. I would never get a sleeve tattoo, but that's just me. It's not my body, I don't care. Said she liked me, so I showed her my wife. Said I'm handsome, so I showed her my life. Said I should be on stage somewhere. Said I was talented, so I showed her my hair. Said she needed help, so I called the police. I think that's the last I'll hear from Clarice, but that shit ain't real anyway. I'm just thinking of great days. I'm in a dive bar downtown, listening to some small-time singer-songwriter, singing his heart out about how life ain't what it seems. And I'm over here feeling the same. He starts to sing my name. He must be thinking of great days. And you know I'm right. You know I'm right. much light in gray days. Life's hard in the small towns, but there's hope in a few. Life's a different kind of hard in the big city, but there's hope in the lights too. Ooh. And in those lights is a broken man holding his wife's hand, thinking of great day. He's a son of a bitch, goes to work at 5 and then goes home to his kids. Sits in a cubicle and he hates it. He's thinking about quitting, think gonna take. But then he thinks about how his boss and the janitor are the same. 'Cause even the boss is thinking of great days. Great days. Someone gets on, someone gets off, someone gets home, someone's been waiting, someone wants out, somebody cries, somebody dies. Somebody hates him, and it's a slow train rolling through my city, rolling through my city. And it's a slow train rolling through my city, rolling through my city. Looking at you, looking at me, looking at him, looking at her, husband and wife, parents and kids, businessmen, commuters and drifters. And it's a slow train rolling through my city, rolling through my city. And it's a slow train rolling through my city, rolling through my city. People like us, we live in the city. And if you stay here, you start to die. But we don't leave, we just live in the city. People like us, we live in the city. And it's a slow train rolling through my city, rolling through my city. And it's a slow train rolling through my city, rolling through my city. Woke up in a cold sweat in a small room. Sun up too soon for my tired eyes. I work for the man down on Market Street. My first day today, so I can't be late. The old woman says that I'm a handsome boy. She tells me I'm sweet, but I can't sit still. In her mind, I'm a rare type. I can't bear her children. Why don't we go out dancing? Why don't we make a scene? Why don't we run off to somewhere warm? Why don't we let ourselves get bored? Some kid with a fake ID gets my drink. The bartender knows me, but doesn't wanna say. I sit down to talk with a couple old friends. One lives with his parents and one won't commit. I talk to some girl and she likes my shoes. She likes my tattoos and the way I dress. She's in town just for the weekend. She's from California. Why don't we go out? Why don't we go out dancing? Why don't we make a scene? Why don't we run off to somewhere warm? Why don't we let ourselves get bored? I'll never still speak. They dug up a body in northeast London, a few doors down from the primary school. 73-year-old man in the garden, dead since the day that he finished his rule. The husband they thought went to South America, ran off with another like some fellas do. They found the old girl in the supermarket, still wearing his wedding ring and shoes. It's 4 in the morning in downtown Taunton. The sound of a siren is drowned out by a bang. A 21-year-old girl in the doorway rests her head on the shoulders of her fella, who holds her close while the crowd's getting bigger, and his face starts to lose all its blood. But he smiles as he sees all the faces he loves, and she kisses him as he goes cold in her arms. She said, why me and why him and why us? And Victoria line. And I've got it finished by Finsbury Park. The love of my life is sat right beside me. I've been too busy to see her all week. We're sat side by side, but the people between us, they're staring at me like I'm some sort of freak. Then I realize that I've been staring for ages. I lean over to say that I love her. She said, why me? Why him? Why us? And why now? All these words come out all wrong. They sound like a badly written song. I know that you will find someone to love you right. We dug up a body in Northeast London, a few doors down from the primary school. A 73-year-old man in the garden, dead since the day that he finished his rule. We found the old girl in the supermarket, still wearing his wedding ring and shoes. In a baggy black suit, white shirt, toothless man, skinny tie leaning on the dashboard of an old banged up '68 Dodge. A smoke droops from his lips as he stares through the windshield at a busy street, eyes wide, a pocket full of pay. Another day, another way to blow it all before the next paycheck. There's a woman on the sidewalk, on her cell phone, headphones, big purse, little skirt, kinda cute. I wonder who she's talking to while her dog is tied to the street light. She's petting him 'cause he starts to cry. Then she closes her eyes. She don't care who sees. She's in her own little world. This is what I see every day, every week, as I drive down the street and park at the end of the road. This is what I see, what I've come to know. When you take a step back, it's really not so bad, not as bad as it seems from a different point of view, a different angle. There's a couple old ladies sitting on a bench in the park on the south side, the East End. They ain't been friends for long. They've only met since they lost their men in the autumn of their lives. They don't have much time and not much else to do, and nothing left to prove but each other's company and some memories. There's a kid on the bus, he must be 9 or 10. He's got a Spider-Man lunchbox, a new backpack, new shoes. I hope his friends are nice to him, and I wonder where he is, I wonder where he goes. Is he ever coming home? Is he coming back again to the end of the the road. This is what I see every day, every week, as I drive down the street, park at the end of the road. This is what I see and what I've come to know. When you take a step back, it's really not so bad, not as bad as it seems from a different point of view. A different Let me take you on a journey down to Cheltenham town, where the station holds a platform for the downtrodden and the brown. On the right-hand side, where the players were singing, is a pretty little place where they football were playing. When the station master fell and the bridge was old and bare, the trains, they stopped and all the players went. Now there's nobody there and no whistle blows, but a ghost from the sideline cries out for his goal. But I just see the rust on the rails, weather beaten seats in the stall, a Macintosh on a windy night, a blind man sitting with his dog. There was a young boy from his school, he had a daffodil in his hand. He said he was a fool, but the game wasn't on. There was no point in staying, but the ghost in the stand said, "What's he saying? Is the score 3-2? I said no, I'm afraid not. Did you get the right train? What ticket have you got? No, the train didn't run, and the train wasn't there. I'm afraid that you missed it, and no one else cares. But I just see the rust on the rails, the weather-beaten seats in the stalls, a Macintosh on a windy night, a blind man sitting with his dog. Harry's got some songs to write that you would know the names of. I'll be there if you need me, in a room above the stage. I can help you. I'll be there to sing them all, and we can talk till midnight while your father works works. And we have the most fun in New York City, where the girls, they dress like men. We have the most fun in New York City, but now I'm leaving town again. Eddie's in the market, picking up a box of smokes. How's it going? How's the wife? She said better not to know. Met him on the way home, told me about the way things go. You can't go on a roll if you never left the ground. And we have the most fun in New York City, where the girls, they dress like men. We have the most fun in New York City, but now I'm leaving town again. People say they love you, but the way they talk, you know, when you go, they won't be waiting with their faces in the snow. Gave the clerk $1, and he said, now don't you know that it takes more than that to get a place to lay your head. And we have the most fun in New York City, where the girls, they dress like men. We have the most fun in New York City, and now I'm leaving town again. Manhattan's falling asleep, and the city is counting sheep. It's the end of the line, you can see the signs. The bums are gone from the street, and the kids are dead on their feet. You're at the end of the line, you can see the signs. The factories closed down tight, and the buses are done for the night. The end of the line, you can see the signs. The milkman's almost due, and the sun's starting to peek through. It's the end of the line, you can see the signs. Your rent's overdue again, and your woman has left you again. It's the end of the line, you can see the signs. You can't even get in a fight, and the door the end.